Hey, what's up and welcome to Gizmo. As you can see right in front of us, we finally have our hands on Xbox One. This is the Day 1 edition. Very excited. I have not opened it up, so I wanted to show you guys exactly what's inside and get my first impression on camera. As you can see, I'm pretty excited. I've been standing in line for a couple hours. Luckily I pre-ordered it, but yeah, some people weren't so lucky. But anyway, let's go. So you can see here on the box, it's got a really cool shiny effect on the plastic parts and the actual system. You see the controller, it's very minimal. You have all your items here that's included, and headsets, HDMI cables, 500 gigabytes, all that good stuff. The Kinect is in here as well. We have that, and we're going to lay it down on here. Open it up like this. We have the Kinect here. This is the first thing you see, and we have this box here. Lifts up. You see there's a bunch of headset here. Looks to be a much cooler quality than the previous version. I'm going to jump in and show you that. We have an instruction manual, quick setup guide, a sticker you can put on your window or whatever. Now we have this Day 1 edition right here, which gives you a little promo code you can scan, and they give you some cool stuff or whatever. So we're going to try that once we get it set up. Different things they're trying to get you on Xbox Live Gold, and then blah blah blah, stuff we never read. Now right here we have everything wrapped up, packaged nicely. Power cables, good stuff. Massive power brick that we all come to know and love. That gets put aside here. And HDMI cable, you can see it right here. And we have the magical, amazing controller. Let's check out the controller. They give you one controller, which is pretty normal, and some batteries in here. Some Duracell batteries. They're not actually crap. This feels really, really comfortable, really light in my hands. It's very ergonomic to my fingers. I'm loving the joysticks. They have little rubber tips, like bumps on them. Everything just feels really smooth. Trigger figure, the shoulder buttons, bumper buttons, they have a little clicky sound to them. Now you can see this is the Day 1 edition, so this is only for the people who got it on the first day. Are going to have this really cool little logo on here. The D-pad is really cool. It's got a silver design to it. Actually makes a clicking sound when you're pressing buttons, and there's no longer that annoying thing where you could get them confused going left or right, up and down, that kind of thing. So you're never really going to be confused going left, down, up, right. Really comfortable in my hands. These buttons are pretty much all the same. They just look a little, maybe the letters are a little bigger. But other than that, we have these two new buttons here, which is basically like the start button, the menu button, and then this is like a sharing type of button or something. We don't really know exactly what it does yet. Different games do different things, but it's some type of sharing thing. You have your syncing button up here on the top of the controller. You also have your mini USB connector, so you could charge it and play it, wire it right to your system and do, that kind of setup. There's also an infrared sensor right up here that you could do different control things, and that'll definitely have more features in the future, changing channels and different things like that. Everything, again, just feels really comfortable in my hands. It's just perfect grip. I really love it. Now looking at the Xbox 360 controller here and the One, they almost look the same, but they have just a different, I don't know, there's just a different feel to it. Could be on the bottom. It's just, there's a clear difference. The Xbox One is on the bottom. The shoulder buttons are much bigger. There's also vibration in each one, which I really can't wait to play. The battery pack on the 360 is this ugly block thing that gets in people's, fingers in the way. They get gripped up. Here, they built in the battery pack right into this thing, which you could buy, a rechargeable battery pack that you could just pop right in, or you could just do your triple or your AA batteries and keep your fingers nice and free from moving around the controller if you got bigger fingers. So it might look a little bit similar to the Xbox 360 controller, but there are actually so many improvements on there. I'm really excited to just jump in the game and not have to worry about my fingers cramping up on the bottom, or I really want to try out these trigger fingers vibrating. I just really like, even just pressing these buttons just feel really great and smooth. So here's the Kinect. It's got the cable right here, really thick cable, which is not the best thing, but everything is just powered in this one. Little cable here, little cable, little big cable. You can see the really big microphone on the front that could pick up a lot of different voices in the room and help you eliminate background noises. It definitely feels heavier, more solid. They actually put much more work into this design in this version of the Kinect. The Kinect has seen so many improvements. It also does not have that tilting mechanical setup that the other one previously had that moved around. This one has actually a much bigger, wider viewing angle, so it doesn't really need to be, looking around the room to find your head or, fit you on the screens. You could be so much closer to the actual, device or TV if you want. You also have a little screw in here where you could screw it into, the top of your TV or some type of mount. It's really strong quality metal, rubber on here on the bottom, so it's not really going to slip and slide anywhere. Very clean design. The back of the Kinect camera also has some type of exhaust fan. I guess this gets pretty warm, has vents on top as well. So there's actually like a processor in here, and this thing pretty much thinks for itself. So far I'm really impressed with the quality of the hardware. Everything feels really solid, clean, well thought out. Now let's jump in and see the actual bad boy itself. Now we have this box compartment here. And now we have the giant, pretty big, whoa, it's big Xbox One. Let's see if we can get this out here successfully. And now we have our Xbox One. Put it down gently. Open this thing up. This is the front of the device. Take it off. You guys ready for a new generation of gaming? Here we go, the Xbox One. Now it looks like an old VCR, but it's still got a really modern vibe to it. You have really nice venting here, this fingerprint hungry shiny metal or plastic here. You have this metallic Xbox logo. It's kind of hefty feeling, but it's a beautiful square box. Looks like a TiVo DVR. The front is extremely minimal. You have the power button here on the side, and I'm assuming it's a power button, and then the eject button right by the Blu-ray drive disc. On the side of the console there's a USB port. The back of the Xbox One has a bunch of different ports. You have HDMI in and out. You have your USB 3.0, you have your Kinect camera, your infrared sensor out, Ethernet. The top of the Xbox, like I said, has a lot of ventilation. If you could see right here, I'm circling around the outline of a massive fan. I guess Microsoft really does not want to have any overheating issues. So this fan is probably like this big. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's almost the size of my actual hand. The fan takes up so much space of the Xbox One, so hopefully it keeps it running quiet and smooth for many years to come. The new headset is very lightweight, very, not flimsy, but it's just got a nice, bouncy, lightweight feel to it. I like having this stick here. It's not going to really bend too much or cause too much static. Hopefully they improved on the cable that usually goes bad first. But you can see here, this is where you actually connect it to the bottom of the controller, where you could control things, mute audio, volume up, volume down. Everything is just clicky and plugs right in. Now I'm not really a big fan of headsets, but this is pretty comfortable. I have actually a really wide, big head, so a lot of things don't really fit. So I'm assuming I could either stretch this out a little bit and try not to snap it so I could actually get it to fit. Now it does slide up and down, so you can make it taller, I guess, in case your face is much longer, but I actually need it like fatter and wider so it's not pinching on my head, because this is a little sharp on the edges here. Not something I'm very used to having something sharp there. But I could adjust my microphone to whatever. It doesn't really bend, like I said, and the cable looks long enough just to hook right up to my computer or my controller, and I'll be pretty fine with it. But I think I find a pretty comfortable position for my head. Again, I'm not really into talking too much on the microphone, but this should work pretty well. So that's the unboxing of the Xbox One. Really excited to get it connected up to the TV. If you guys want to watch part 2 where we play Rise and set it up through the Xbox Live, click our video link right here and watch the video. Part 2 is really going to give you my first impressions playing the system, hands-on, and my God honest opinion. Yeah, so I'm really excited to hook this big old VCR of the future up and have some fun with it. So make sure you guys click the link, subscribe, follow me on Twitter right here, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.